My name is Tim McCoy, and I'd like to bring this Fall River Licensing Board meeting to order. It is Tuesday, January 24th, 1 p.m. I'd like to read the open meeting law disclaimer. Pursuant to the open meeting law, any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any media. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made, whether perceived or unperceived, by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. The City Charter Section 9-18 mandates that all multiple member bodies develop and adopt rules or policy for public comment. We, the Licensing Board, have adopted such a policy, which in short provides for citizens' input on licensing board specific matters at the beginning of the meeting. There is a sign-up sheet that is located at the back of the room. So welcome to those who are here. Item number 1 is public input, and I don't believe we've had anyone sign up, and there doesn't appear to be anyone here to participate in public / citizens input. So I'm going to move on to item number 2, and if I could just ask for the name and address of the gentleman up front initially, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the board, Madam Clerk. For the record, my name is Arthur Frank. I'm a lawyer with an address of 209 Bedford Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. I'm here on behalf of 19 Prime Tapas and Wine, LLC, and to my immediate right is Mr. Leonildo Souza, who is the manager of the Limited Liability Company.
Okay. At this point, to open discussion on this reconsideration, the chair would entertain a motion to reconsider.
I'll make a motion to reconsider the 2023 renewal of the all alcohol common victualers license for Vita Restaurant Group.
Motion made by Ms. Cordero, seconded by the chair. All those in favor? Aye. Motion to reconsider. Attorney Frank, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a situation that Mr. Souza is very embarrassed about. And he's embarrassed because he is a veteran restaurateur in this city. He knows how things work, but he neglected to do some very simple things. The things he did do right, though, are as follows. He filled out his renewal application. He did bring it down to the city clerk's office, and he gave them a check for $3,500, of which I have the receipt. And he did all of that on December the 22nd, 2022. Okay, what didn't he do? He should have brought the receipt up to the 5th floor. No excuse. He also should have brought with him a copy of his insurance binder and the fee for the inspection, both of which have now been handed in. The $75 inspection fee was handed in, and his certificate of liability insurance has been handed in. But when all was said and done on the last business day of the year, he hadn't done all those steps. And this board cannot be faulted for what they did, because you have rules. He was supposed to follow the rules. For whatever reason, he didn't finish those last 2 steps. He got within a few yards of the goal line, and instead of running across the goal line, he ran out of bounds. He asks for your indulgence on this. He's a local businessman. He doesn't run a chain restaurant. He's a small businessman. He relies upon this income for his livelihood. I told him he couldn't run any functions until he got his license. He's already lost some business. He just wants another shot. He wants a second chance. We hope you will give him that second chance. He's here. If you have any specific questions of him as to what happened that day, he will answer them.
Thank you, Attorney Frank. Before I yield the floor to my colleague, if in fact she has a question, Ms. Ayesh, is it fair to say that the application fee was at least received by the city timely?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Are you comfortable with you have all the, and admittedly, no fault of your own or the office, but do you have all the paperwork that you need now in place? Okay. I don't have any, I mean, it's pretty clear cut what the facts are here. I don't have any questions for Mr. Souza. If my colleague does, you have no questions, then the board would entertain whatever motion my colleague would like to make.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2023 renewal of the all alcohol common victualers license for Vita Restaurant Group, also known as 19 Friend Tavern.
Motion made by my colleague, Ms. Cordero, seconded by myself. All those in favor? Aye. Motion to reconsider and approve the application is approved.
Point of order, what would be the procedure now, Mr. Chairman, unless you want to let Mrs. Ayesh...
Refer to Ms. Ayesh,
Yeah.
our clerk.
You can just go upstairs and go get it as soon as we're done with this.
Okay.
That's what I was told.
There's no waiting period, there's
No,
no...
we send a letter to Boston and let them
And
know
that's-
the
okay.
very full.
Very good, thank you.
The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Motion made by Ms. Cordero, seconded by myself. All those in favor? Aye. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank